we're live, it says, so I'm quite sure they're right. Welcome to a lovely sunny day here in West Sussex. Sun's really quite warm, warmer than it's been for a while. So welcome. I'll bring in my earworm. You'll never guess who it is. There we go. It's Keith. There's a surprise.
Yeah.
Hello,
Hi,
Keith.
everybody. Hi, Andy. Yep, like Andy says, it's sunny, although the sun's just crept in here. But reasonably good blue sky. And the wind's quite low as well, so that's a bonus.
I haven't got all my blinds drawn, so I'm getting swamped out with sunlight.
Mm.
But hey, we'll manage. It's nice to have it. We can't complain this time of year.
We'll survive. Right, dump me in the background and you can...
We'll do and make a start. Right, okay. Today we're going to be using the recently released Chestnut Rainbow Wax colours on this platter, which will have a fairly wide rim, a fairly small bowl, and hopefully it's going to show up the grain of the ash. If it doesn't, I'll put a texture in for it to show up. But I'm going to spray it black anyway with the ebonising lacquer, and then put the colour into that so that it just shows up in the texture, as it were. So right, let's actually that one will probably do it. Okay, right. So I've already drilled a hole in the back, and I've made a bit of a hole in the front to remind me to do a small one, because I'm going to use the F jaws because I want a fairly small bowl and quite a large rim, so there's more texture showing, more colour showing. So that's why we've got the very small one in there, and I've done it already to remind me. I'm going to have to adjust the depth, but it will remind me. Okay, let's get it trued up.
While you're throwing that bit of wood around and hitting it with a chisel, I'll go over who's in. And it looks
Lovely.
like everyone's said hello to everybody else, so that's a bonus. First one in today was Sid, followed closely by Darren. And then Alison. Good morning, Alison. You were up and about early. Lawrence Bagasia. Chris Dodd. Come on, chat. Robbo Young Robertson. The master from down under.
Can't be doing with a little rest.
Gerard, the French turner. Terry Hooper. Hello, Terry.
That's better. I can rest my hand on it now.
Doug Miller. Bob Nye. Robert Dolman. Woodworm Paul. Chatting going on. Paul Heighton. Rex B. Malcolm Douglas. Michelle Higgins.
That's all right. That's nice.
And that, guys, is the bottom of the chat that I've got. No, it isn't. Rotty wood turning. That's a new one to us.
Hello and welcome.
Here. Hi, Rotty. Where are you from? Christine and Michael. Hi, guys, down on the south coast.
Hello, Christine and Michael.
And like Darren's just said, nice to see some new names. Yes, it is.
It is,
always,
yes.
Inspiring when people come across and see us. It makes it just that much more worthwhile. We're not doing it for ourselves, we're doing it for you guys in the chat. Hopefully you'll learn something from what we do. we don't need to learn it. We can do it already, which is why we're showing you guys. And this is a newish product that Andy's using today, the wood waxes, launched weekend before last, so they're 10 days old. They're not on their website yet. They are apparently going to be over in Europe when Terry gets them sorted out. Nice
didn't see that, did you? Yep, oh, there's another bit. I shall stop doing this. I shall put the other breast on and, and do it properly. It's a nice, interesting bit of texture on there. Yeah,
a bit deep.
Yeah, I'll just make it a bit shallow, I think. Yeah. Oh dear, it's too early in the morning.
It's midday.
Oh yeah, so it is. Too early in the afternoon. Okay, let's.
Thanks, Darren. Darren says it's always nice to learn something new and learn from nice people. Well, try and present it as we would like to learn, Darren.
Mistakes and all.
Yep, we're only human most of the time.
Ish.
This camera is flicking, mate.
Oh yeah, so it is. So let's try that one. Nope.
Can't see a lot.
Is that one?
Yeah.
The other one I've got is that one. You can't see it, can you?
No, go for that one and see what we can do.
Yeah. See what you can do. Yeah, see what you can see. And then if I have to, I'll change it to something else.
Rossi has just said the wood seems very hard. It's English ash, Rossi.
It's fairly well seasoned too.
Yeah, it's well and truly dry.
You can hear the grain, and in fact, you can see the swirls because it is quite hard. But that's it's got rid of my texturing anyway, more or less. What am I going to do? I'm going to get rid of those, and I'm going to use the bigger one. I'd like to get a bit more speed on it. It's a little bit out of balance, but. That's better.
RXB's asking for thumbs up. It's only 11 and 33 in, apparently.
33, that's good.
It's good. It's a bit early for some people to put thumbs up. I like to wait for 3/4 of the video to see what's happening.
See if you actually enjoy it.
Yeah, Jay's cabin's in. He's joining us.
Hello, Jay. I'm going to run out of timber to make this any deeper before long.
That'll be quite a shallow bowl then.
Well, I don't want it too deep anyway, so there's plenty of timber here.
Gerard's moaning about YouTube. Keep throwing him out. He's getting fed up with it.
Yeah, it is a bit of a pain. He was doing it to me the other day.
Yeah. Saturday was apparently quite bad for a lot of people. How are you coming in, Gerard? Are you coming in through one of the Microsoft ones, or are you using Google Chrome or Google as a search engine? Because apparently if you use Google, you get a better response because it's part of Google than using an additional search engine. As someone mentioned the other day. No idea. I'll pass that bit of useless information on.
Sounds as though you know what you're talking about. Which is always good. I want the foot about there. Yeah, about there.
So Jared's on Microsoft Edge. Yeah.
Oh, that's have I heard bad reports of that.
Yeah. I've got both. So I've got the workshop one and the indoor PC now running on Google using their Chrome. Seems to be a lot more stable. XD, I honestly don't know. The only way you might find out would be to email Chestnut Products and ask them the question.
Terry's very approachable.
Yeah, someone's woken up Benjamin. Who's been inconsiderate and spoilt the morning? Hello, Ben.
And welcome in spite of appearances, yeah. Just deliberately undercutting this because I want the top rim to slope out downwards towards the edge. Just shows off the finish a little better. So now for that, that's probably very nearly enough. Good. I'm just going to get the edge rounded.
If anyone's got any questions, normal thing, cut the question marks. And I'll see whether we can answer it or come up with something relatively sensible. Throw a complete spanner in the works. So we've got Sidley61 joining us. Hello, Sidley. And Gerard's just saying he's now on Google. Hopefully he won't be kicked out quite so much.
Hope not. We don't
Thanks
like losing you.
Up. No.
Right. It's not looking too bad. But what have I done there? Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm just going to form a little bit of a foot. Just a bit.
Gav's in. Hi, Gav.
How it goes.
Along. Greg Alexander's joined us.
Hello, Greg. Yeah, that's all right. Ugh. All down my shirt that I have on the floor.
Save sweeping it up.
No, I think I'll do it with the inertia. There it is.
Keep us informed, Gerard, as to how that works.
They'll be interested.
It'd be nice to know for other people that are complaining about it as well. Got the extractor on?
Just about to. I was just reaching for it as you spoke.
Andrew is in from Ivy's Woodshed.
Hello, Andrew.
So you currently got 35 watching you.
All right. Hello and welcome.
Steve Cassidy has joined us.
I think that's a blast from the past. It's a name I haven't heard for a while, but I don't think. So just getting a new piece of glass paper.
Oh, to hell with the expense.
Yes, give the
Cassidy's asking Gerard the same to keep him informed as to whether it works any better on Chrome rather than Edge.
Oh, suddenly looking remarkably better.
So Sid's just dropped me a link to the international sites for Chestnut products, and they haven't got one in Australia yet.
Right.
They have them in South Africa, America, North America, Europe, and they've got one in just down from in Japan, but they've got nothing.
All right. They've got nothing in Australia.
No.
I think that's discrimination.
Yeah, a couple in South Africa. So need to get on to Terry, guys, and start bullying him. I'm sure he can put the lid on the bottom instead of the top for you.
Terry Bray, isn't it? I believe.
No.
No, is that the wrong one?
Yeah. It'll come to me.
It's on the newsletter that comes through every week.
Yeah, it's not Bray. Why is it you can never think of something to do with age, but right. There's a question on here from Robin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure whether he's asking me, Shell, but a question to you. What is your preference for grind on your bowl gouge?
Well, fingernail and 45 degrees. Pretty much.
More or less a 45, but with a longer grind on a couple of them.
That's right. Yeah, I tried various different angles and ended up coming back to 45 every time.
Yeah,
So
very smart.
smart. That's it.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. I knew if I didn't think about it, as soon as you saw it, I recognised it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There is a Terry Bray around somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah, he's part of the chat sometimes, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah. Oh, hello. That one's not going to work. Time for a new one.
Oh, Michelle asked the question, so it was Michelle then. So, yeah, 45, Michelle. A good standard average grind that you can start off with. You can grind it tighter or slower, really depending on the wood and your approach to it. Terry Bray is TJ Turning, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes, of course he is.
Yeah.
And you had seen the name somewhere.
Yep.
I'm good with names. You may have noticed.
Yeah, I can forget as many as you like. Yeah. So we both grind the same as what Robbo does then. He's 45.
We're in good company then.
Why mess about with something that works?
Well, that's right, absolutely. And I think you can try and be too clever sometimes. And 45 is a well tried and tested angle.
Yeah, anywhere between 40 and 50, but 45 works for me.
Yeah.
And I think the last time I checked it was 44 degrees. But
yeah,
I'm being picky there.
Within a gnat's tittle, yeah.
Yeah, being absolutely picky.
Right, that's that. A little bit of Yorkshire grit on there.
You're going to put some sanding sealer on first?
Yes, I will do. Yep.
Can you use your? Oh, you're not colour in the bottom, are you? No.
No, I should use Yorkshire grit on the bottom, but not on the top.
Yeah.
Spray that with a lacquer. Oh, excuse me. Oh, damn. That's me glass paper gone all over the place.
Didn't touch it.
Two of them. I've lost one, but there it is. Just appeared. No, it didn't. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right. Yorkshire gritty. Just move all these waxes out of the way for a minute. Turn the extractor off. Oh, that's better. That noise. I know you can't hear it.
And Steve, yeah, most PCs are now set to update Microsoft automatically, but you can switch your search engine. You can change to whatever you want. I've disabled Microsoft and enabled Google as a search engine, and I've had very little issues since I've done that. And Darren is questioning, I think a lot of new turners feel they have a huge variety of grinds, then wonder why they have trouble finding the bevel as they change.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tools. Yeah.
I couldn't put it better myself.
No.
Absolutely. It's a nightmare if you start getting too complicated. Keep it simple.
And Ben's thrown a spanner in the work, but he's just like that.
What's he said?
Anything that's divisible by 3.14159 works best. Well, that's pi.
It was nearly pi. 3.142 is pi, actually. But...
yeah, well, I think he's gone to 6 numbers rather than the 4.
No, he said 1.5. He said 1.5 though. It's 1.42.
Copper Owl's in. Hi, Rob.
Hello, Rob. I'm just showing off that I know what pi is. That's all. Nothing to worry about.
Prefer steak, but there you go.
No, I like a good pie. It shows in my build.
And Michelle is saying, so clever, or so true, Darren. Bought 3 different grinds thinking it'd be clever. Now they're all ground the same. Yep.
Absolutely. That's normal practice. Yep.
Yep.
I mean, it's good. It's good to try them out. I don't have a problem with that, but I think you need to settle on one in the end, just simply for your own peace of mind, really.
Well, I've got all of mine the same. So I've got spindle roughing gouges set for 45, and I find that cuts and lasts long enough for me. Spindle gouges are set for 45, and bowl gouges are all set for 45.
Absolutely,
so
absolutely.
Apart from that, there's nothing else to grind apart from a scraper and
skew.
Usually those are freehand and a skew if you grind them or hone them. But that's about it. And Gerard's saying thank you. He's not been kicked out yet.
Excellent. Good Lord, we are some use. Sorry, didn't mean that. That's right, nothing coming
Brian's
off there.
Just come in from his horses then.
Hello, Brian.
Joined us. Hi, Brian.
I thought you were very brave yesterday, Brian, and you didn't even complain very much. All the challenges they were, the challenges they were throwing your way. I think I'd have thrown my toys out of the pram. I think. So well done.
Sharp chisel.
Yeah, that would have had certain direction to it, though. But that's another matter. But no.
Yeah, I'm with you, Robbo. I've got one that's about 30 for a traditional grind, but I very rarely use it. Now they like to call that the bottoming chisel.
Bottom feeder.
Bottom feeder, yeah.
That's a blooming fish. It's a tropical fish. I used to have some. It's not a gouge, but no, I've never actually done one. I've never felt the need for it. I don't do a lot of bowls. I suppose that's probably why. If I am doing a bowl, I keep them nice and shallow. Then I don't have that problem.
I prefer to roll mine in and out rather than have a flat bottom.
That's right. Yep. Yes, I could never be accused of having a flat bottom.
No. And the other issue I have with bowls that have got a flat bottom or a very tight corner is actually keeping them clean.
Yes, yeah.
You can't wipe them out very easy.
No.
So
right,
Gerard's throwing a stone in the pond. He gets a better result with chestnuts cut and polished than Yorkshire grit.
I've got some up here. Actually,
I've got some as well.
Is that not a finish then? Cut and polished?
It is more of a finish than what Yorkshire grit is, apparently.
Okay.
But Terry still recommends you put a wax over it.
Yeah. Oh, I won't bother. I will try it one time. So I'm just reading the label, but I haven't got time. It takes too long to read.
The only comment I will make on the two is that chestnut seems to keep white wood exceptionally white, whereas Yorkshire grit, I've found, does discolour it marginally. Not a lot, but does darken it down a fraction.
But for a finish on this one, I'm using the Hampshire Sheen microcrystalline wax because it gives a fairly nice tough finish. It seems to buff up nicely. But I nearly always buff it up with carnauba anyway. Nearly everything I make, get it really gleaming. Yeah,
Gerard, if you find something that works, carry on using it.
Absolutely. Yeah, you'll get all sorts of conflicting advice. As they say, if you have a problem, ask 10 wood turners and you'll get 12 different answers. But no, I sold a few things last weekend and lots of comments about my finish, which I was very pleased to receive.
Yeah, I did the same. I sold a few pieces.
Not a lot. It was a bit of a quiet day last weekend, but we've got the harvest fair this weekend on Saturday. So we'll see how that goes. It'll be a different bunch of people, which is probably not a bad thing.
Yeah,
Right.
all that I sold was you bits and pieces, which was odd, but there you go.
I sold mostly pens. Christmas is coming. Christmas
Yeah, I did
presents.
one pen and several small bowls, but all being you.
Yeah, I sold 4 pens. Quite pleased with that. All to the same person, but right. Swapping over to the F jaws.
Gerard's asking you, when you use the Canubra wax last, do you use a buffing wheel?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Indeed.
You put the Canubra on the buffing wheel, but not too much.
There it is.
And
It's
then
the set
buff it over.
That's right. A set of three wheels. I tend these days, because I've got quite a nice finish from Yorkshire Grit, I tend to just use the last wheel, the C wheel. I don't find you need to use all 3. And also on light coloured timbers like ash is a bit light, the brown one tends to mark it slightly. It's a bit big. Never mind, that'll be all right. Yep, that's running all right. Good. Right, we'll get to the exciting bit soon.
Well, you're half an hour in.
That's not too bad.
Half an hour in with 34 watching.
Excellent. This won't take too long. Which one shall I use? The big one. I know this was running quite a long way out of true. Bit more speed. I think that's not quite there. No, just a bit more. Oh, come on. That really is quite hard in the middle there. That's better. Yep, a bit more. That's better. Right, get this edge turned down. Can't get in there. Could turn the head round. Could use a shorter gouge.
Richard Phelan's in. Hi, Richard.
Hello, Richard. That's better. And that wants to go to about there, which it nearly does. Excellent. A little bit more.
Brian, if you check out Rutland Products UK, they've got a sale on at the moment with dust extraction bits and pieces, both the 4-inch and the 3-inch, or 68mm, whichever it is. Quite a price reduction on what Accenture are doing.
Better.
Rob, your finishing is quite a time-consuming project then. If you're using Danish oil, drying for 24 hours and curing gas off for 3 days, and then 2 coats of spray shellac and 24 hours dry, and then Axe abrasive and polish, it's a week's work in there before you see it.
Life's too short.
How much of a thick finish does that leave? Or is it very thin Danish oil? I've found using Danish oil in the past, it can get quite thick and build up, which takes it a long time to cure and harden completely. So Ben's been over to Rutland's. And quite good prices, and
I didn't hear what you were talking about.
Okay, it's nothing for you anyway, but it was dust extraction, which you've already got.
Oh, right. Yep. Which I haven't got on.
Again?
Again.
Yeah, don't break it. Don't use it.
No, don't use it, absolutely.
So Rob's saying he doesn't use his finish all the time, right?
I should think not. I haven't got time.
No. Light coat Danish, none left on the surface, right.
That's nice. It's a bit straight grain, so the grain may not be interesting enough, but we'll see. Right, next.
Are you going to lightly brush out the grain?
I haven't actually got anything to do it with, I don't think. No, probably not. I'll certainly if I can find my tack cloths, I'll certainly use those, get all the dust out, and the airline. But usually find with ash it's sufficient grain. It's a very straight grain piece, this one, unfortunately. It'd be nice if it had a bit of a curve in it, but we can't have everything.
Alison Stein, put it on now.
I have.
That's delayed response to.
Must be. It's on now. It is on. You can see all this dust going up the chute.
Never heard of that one, Darren. Livos Kunos is his finish.
I think it's a name I've seen, but I've never experienced it. I don't know anything about it at all.
No.
I have read it somewhere, I think. Is it an Australian one or something?
I would think so, seeing as it's Darren.
Right, we're nearly there.
I think you might be in for a slapping when you get indoors as well, mate.
All right, okay.
Yeah,
Why is that
just be warned, because you didn't have the extractor on.
Well, it's only for a few seconds. I realised when somebody mentioned it. Hey ho. I'm used to getting a good slapping, so it's not a problem.
He enjoys it, really, guys.
I'm a battered husband. Not deep fried though.
Can't find a pot big enough.
There is that. Right, there we are. That'll do for that. Oh, right. Mop my brow. Turn that noisy extractor off. These mics are quite remarkable, aren't they?
Yeah, it picked up the wood noise quite heavily today, unless it was just in me.
It does seem to when I'm doing ash, particularly, doesn't it?
Yeah, it seems to resonate quite a lot.
Noisy timber, I think. Right, a quick squirt of sanding sealer, which I pretty nearly forgot last time. On the other side.
I think you might need to take that up with Alison, Ben, not Andy.
What's that?
I'll leave you to read that later.
Okay.
Ben's just saying what you do in the bedroom should not be discussed in your lives.
It wouldn't be of any interest to anybody, I can assure you. I'm reading Roald Dahl at the moment, if that's of any help. Kiddies' books.
Uh-huh. Going back to your junior years, are you?
Yep. Well, I realised I thought I hadn't read them, but in fact, now I'm reading them, I realise I have read some of them. But
that's the trouble with getting old. The memory goes as well.
Yes, everything goes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right then. Bit of lacquer. Paint the lathe as well, why not? Oh, that's splattering very badly. It's getting old, this tin. That'd be fine.
Wonders for the background, it's turned it blue.
Oh yes. That'll go when the shine wears off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I better dry that a bit, I suppose.
Alison's off. She's got to go to a meeting.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Alison, for adding a little bit of entertainment.
Yeah.
We don't like
Bye.
to bully him on our own.
Have a good meeting.
It's just the husband bashing meeting that you were on about, Andy.
Yeah, it could be. Learn some new techniques.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just about dry. I'll give it a little bit longer. I do find a hairdryer is easier than a heat gun.
Not so aggressive.
No, and I've got it on its lowest setting as well, the number 1 instead of number 2, which means I can get up fairly close to it and direct where I want it without it bubbling up all the time. That's nice. That's nice. Beautiful. Lovely finish. And the grain's showing through nicely, so I think it might be all right. Right, now then for the exciting bit. I have no idea what this is going to turn out like, but we'll find out very soon. Hang that back up there. Right, colours.
Can you change the lighting, Andy? Because it is very disco lighting at the moment.
Is that any better? Is it right? That's got the bright one on it. I tell you what, I can bring that down this end. That might be better. Turn it round. Is that any good?
Yes.
Should show the colours up.
Yeah,
I hope.
It's working on the black. It's not too bad. It's bleaching out everything behind you, behind the headstock.
Oh yes, it would. Well, you're not interested in that anyway. It's only a load of rubbish.
No.
Right then, now then, we're going to decide on some colours now. I'm going to change the camera just to be difficult. I think it was that one. Yes, that'll do. Oh no, that's the glitching one, isn't it?
That's the glitchy one, but we can live with that.
Right, that's right. Try that one. That's better. Right, those are the colours I've got. That's a very dark grey, which is a bit boring. That's a sort of pale gold. That's silver. And then we have purple, red, blue and green. There were other colours, but I couldn't afford to buy any more. But I'd like to use 2 colours at least and blend them. And I quite like the idea of blending blue and green, but come up with ideas. Just tell me what you think you'd like to see. The grey one, the dark grey won't show up, I don't think.
So come on, guys, in the chat, please.
Yep, give us some ideas. What colours would you like to see? Nominate 2. And then we'll see how they go. I really don't know how this is going to work, but we'll find out.
Blue and red, blue and green, green and gold. So
right.
So far.
Okay, let's see if we get anywhere with
purple and gold.
Oh God! Yeah.
So every combination is different so far. Red and gold. Don't know how many permutations there are on this.
No,
but we're going for one of each at the moment.
So the dark grey is out. We're not going to use that. That's
green and gold.
Silver's out.
Yeah.
The gold actually should show up quite nicely because it is quite a pale one. I've got other golds as well, but I think we got enough here.
Just stick to the chestnut ones for today, shall we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Green and gold.
I was just looking at green and gold. How about trying those?
Green and gold's come up twice.
Right, that's it then. And Gav said for me to choose. I've chosen, Gav. Green and gold. I was just looking at them sitting here, and I think those 2, they might go all right. And what I'm going to try and do is put gold sort of on one half of it and merge it into the green on this side. As I say, I have no idea if it's going to work.
Can we go on to an end camera, mate, please?
Yeah, we can.
Now.
Oh, yeah.
It's quite soft, apparently, that wax.
That one?
Yeah, that doesn't look too bad.
Or...
No, not that one.
Oh no, I've done the wrong one, haven't I?
That's
Or
from the
that one.
light.
That's reflecting the light, isn't it? So shall we try that one? That one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's the one we're doing. I'm going to put it on with a brush because I bought that when I was up at Chestnut Products as well. And well, here we go then.
So Ben's come up with his normal witticisms: mix blue and red, and then mix the silver, green, and purple, and then add some fairy dust or glitter dust.
I think there's a simple answer to that, Ben. No.
Yeah.
Well, this is going into the grain quite nicely, though. We might even get another colour around here. You know, might get more than two. Or would that be pushing it too far?
Well, there's no reason why you can't buff those colours off and put something else in as well.
No, that's absolutely true. I'll go a little bit further.
It doesn't need to be just half, does it? It wants to be less than a half. But I do remember them saying at the Chestnut Weekend that we went to that little is better than a lot.
Yep. Yes, I'm not putting much on, and I've got some whatever it was they said we had to use to get it off the flow improver, wasn't it? I've got some of that, so I'm going to use some of that just to clean it off the surface.
No, it's not, Gerard. It's a bristle brush, but it's a short hair, almost a stippling brush. It's a cross between a stippling brush and a shaving brush. It's relatively strong, but not.
It's softish.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's soft, but it's softish. I'm going to just clean it a little bit before I do the next, although I want to blend them, but let's find
it looks like a stencil brush, but it's not as stiff as a stencil.
It's not as stiff as a stencil, no, and much more bushy, much more of it. So I'm just going to clean it with a bit of cellulose thinners. I have no idea what you're supposed to clean it with, but that'll do the job. That's it. Right, now then, a bit of gold. It's a very pale gold. We'll see what it looks like when it's on there. I haven't tried it before, so. I did try some silver on my snowman's hat that I made the other day. It turned out very well. That was a bit of ash, just filling the grain. It's one thing, at least you can do that with ash, can't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll put that on properly. Oh, that's it, done it. Right, a bit of gold.
I think it's a little bit too hard for a lady foundation brush, Gerard.
She'd have rosy cheeks, all right.
Yeah, you'd get a rash with that.
Not from the rouge.
No.
Ooh, that's almost silver, but it's not silver.
I can't determine the colour from here.
Oh, it's just coming through, I think. Oh, that's a bit strange.
It's picking up the light.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. It's got a patch of gold there, and the rest has come out sort of silverish. I don't know quite what's happening, whether it's picking something up that it shouldn't do.
Was there an oil on the surface?
Nope. No, none at all. Nope. That's very odd. It may not matter. I'm trying to mix it now, but that's...
Put it down at 6 o'clock so that we can see it, because it's darker down there. Yeah, it still picks up the light. Yeah, it does look odd.
Can you see that now? No. Oh, there. You see that patch?
Yeah.
I've got absolutely no idea what that is.
What does it look like from the back? Is there a mark on the back? Watermark?
No, it's not the timber.
No?
No, definitely not the timber. How very odd.
Hmm.
I'm going to try taking that off a little bit. See what we've got. Let's have a new bit of... Give the cat a goldfish. Said that before, I shall say it again, no doubt. I don't know whether the brush has picked something up when I was cleaning it.
It's not taking it off that patch.
Not that patch at all, no. Not even touching it.
Unplugged.
It's really odd. It's cleaning this up really nicely. Doing exactly what I wanted it to do, you know, get the stuff off the surface, but leave it on in the grain. I don't know if you can see that. Not really. You
No,
can a
that's
bit,
what
can
I
you? Yeah.
questioned, Terry, whether there was a film on the top of the wax and oil on the top. But apparently there wasn't. And Chris Dodds has put in cheap gold. Well, it's certainly not Australian gold.
I've been watching Australian Gold Hunters on Dave. The green has worked beautifully. The gold is a mess. I'll be honest.
That was the first bit you put on, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah, and I'm wondering if there was something on the brush.
Will
when I cleaned-
cellulose take that out?
I don't know. I can try it.
As you had cellulose on there.
Yeah, it's cellulose I used for cleaning it. So let's dip it in there. Oh, it's taken the black off.
Right.
That's what it is. It's gone right through to the ash.
So we know what this is then, guys. Sand off and start again.
Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, that's what's happened. You probably can't. Yes, you can see it. Oh,
Just about see it, yeah.
if I turn, no, not that one. If I turn that one off, yeah, you can see it now, can't you? It's the black. I'm not sure what that is, but that is back to the bare ash, just with black in the wood grain, in the grain. I mean. So yeah, we'll take that off. I think we'll do it again.
Spin it off quickly.
Yeah, we're right for time, aren't we? So
yeah, we got all afternoon. So Darren's saying there's 37 watching, 27 thumbs up. You know what to do. Support the channel. Yes, please, guys. Support Andy. Make sure you've subscribed to him and you've hit the notification bell.
Just get the worst of the stuff off me bit of paper. I've only got one bit of paper. Only one brush. I mean, not one bit of paper. I'm going to try green and blue next time.
Okay. Right. Well, while you're chatting to yourself and doing that, Andy is next Tuesday evening.
That's right. Yeah.
He's covering Tuesday evening and Thursday evening, but that's the 28th and the 30th. I'm doing the 23rd, which is this Thursday evening, and next Tuesday lunchtime, the 28th.
But without me, so on Thursday.
I'll possibly need a worm for Thursday evening. If anyone wants to come in, let me know. It would be appreciative if you did. Will it not sand off, Andy?
I think it'll clog. But I thought if I took the worst off with a scraper, I can then sand it quite easily. It's clogging on me, scraping. Never mind the glass paper.
Mm. Yeah, it's the evanizing.
Yeah, and I've got it going too fast, really. But
It's taken most of it out, isn't it?
most of it's gone. Yeah. Let's get some 60 grit.
So Robbo's suggesting perhaps give the tin a stir. It could also be that there was a wax solvent is the same as the black and dissolves it. Possibility, although
The tin.
Yeah, the tin of wax.
It's not a tin. It's a wax. It's not liquid.
Yeah, but is there
at all?
Right. Okay. I was just wondering whether there might have been the.
It's you can't really see it, but it's absolutely solid. It's got a peak in the middle. It's where it's been filled.
Okay.
You know, there's absolutely no sign of any wax or anything on that.
Mhm.
But that was not the gold one. This is the gold one, but it just says apply with a cloth. So I use a brush, but there's nothing.
That's what Emma used. She used a brush on Sunday.
Did she? Yeah.
Put it on with, yeah.
And the guy on Saturday for his silver used a brush, didn't he?
Yeah.
So
yeah. I think make sure the brush is totally dry next time.
Yes, because I think these
maybe meths rather than cellulose.
Yeah. The cellulose, I think, attacked the black underneath it.
Have you got your extractor on? Because you know you're going to enjoy this slapping tonight.
No, she's gone out now, so I'm all right.
Could be a message to her. You never know.
I like the shape of the bowl, though. Pleased with that. The rim. It's curving downwards at the edges, which is what I wanted. That's all right, because I want it black in the grain anyway, don't I? So
yeah. But you need to get rid of the rubbish that was on top of it.
Yeah, that's all gone. Sorry, just take me headset off a minute. That's better. Quick mop down. Oh, look, I had my cloth all ready to go over my keyboard and I forgot. Hey ho.
I couldn't see it from here anyway.
No, that's right. I can see all the bits on it. But we're not going to worry about it. Right, black. I'm going to use the new black as well because that was spattering a great deal. I don't think it's anything to do with it, but
no, because it would have been more than just one spot, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Yeah. No, it's something on the brush, and I think it is the cellulose. The cellulose thinners. That's all that was on there that was foreign, and I think I didn't dry it off well enough. I used cellulose before when I was doing it, but of course I didn't use the brush straight afterwards. So perhaps I'll put it on with a piece of paper. We live and learn, don't we? Right, that should do it.
That looks better.
Yeah, it does. It's going on so much better, isn't it?
Yes, it's not coming out in lumps, is it?
No. That's quite old, that one. I've been using that for a long time. In fact, it was the first one I ever bought. And I've been using this for quite a long time now.
They do last quite a long time.
They do,
don't need a massive amount on the wood.
No, that's right. In fact, you don't want a massive, especially if you're trying to show the grain that's underneath, as I am. I tell you what I didn't do. I didn't go through the grades of the glass paper, did I? Never mind. Too late now. Right, we'll let that dry, and then we'll have another little go. But it was always an experiment, I say in my defence.
Well, it's a learning curve for everyone else, if nothing else.
Yes, yeah. It'd be boring if we
just did.
Yeah, a bit boring if we only showed stuff that works.
Yeah. Rex is asking, how do you keep from spraying the lathe or the bed bars,
Aim
or is it
carefully.
wear and tear? Yeah, aim carefully. It's not. You don't need to stand miles back so that it barely touches the wood. You can spray from about 10 to 12 inches, which is ideal, and it's quite aimable.
Yep. Oh, did I just knock this camera? I did, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah. I also use these Sanflex blocks. I don't know where I got them from, but they come in fine, medium, and coarse, and they're just like a rubber block with a grit inside.
Oh yeah.
I use those on the bed, particularly if I've been doing a lot of lacquer or something, because you can't see it, but you can feel that it's slightly rough. There's a bit there now, and this stuff just rubs on, cleans it up a bit, keeps it in good order, and then I spray it with a bit of the WD-40 dry PTFE lubricant. So between them, those two keep it looking lovely, or working anyway.
Yeah, I do mine different. I will go over the lathe bed with Weebrax pad with a bit of wax polish on it.
I was going to say you like wax polish, yeah.
Yeah,
I tend since you told me that, I do tend to use a little bit of that when I've just been doing something. I've got a bit of wax on a bit of paper. I'll just wipe it on because it just keeps it going. Yeah.
We don't want much.
No, absolutely.
You can leave it on there overnight until you come in the following day, and then take it off.
Right, we're going to experiment now. I'm going to have 2 bits of paper, one for each colour. And I'm going to put it on with a bit of paper. I know it's not sanded as smooth as it should be. I'm not worried about that at the moment.
This is an experiment, guys.
It is very much.
You're part of an experiment today.
Yeah. So you should see the sanding marks. What should we do? Green. We'll do green again, and then I'll use blue, I think. I've gone off gold.
According to Darren, it's nearly even numbers. Well, at the moment, there's 32 thumbs and 31 watching, Darren. So, thanks,
That's
guys.
Quite impressive. Yeah, Alison's gone, isn't she?
Yeah.
And I know I set the computer up for her before she sat in there, and I put the thumb up for her.
Right.
So I know she did one.
Yeah, well, I haven't done one yet. Well, I have now. So that's 33 watching, 32 watching, 33, 34 thumbs. So
excellent. Right.
We're not doing it for numbers, but it does make a bit of difference.
But you like to know people are watching, yeah. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to clean it off just yet. I'll do that in a minute. Oh. They don't mean you to get into these.
Jonathan Flynn's joined us.
Hello, Jonathan.
Good afternoon. Good morning to you.
Have you made any eggs? Have you made any eggs yet?
Oh yes, it was Jonathan
was asking,
questioning the eggs. Yeah. And I know he's watched the videos that I put up last Tuesday, because I'd had a comment from him.
It's a pity about these sanding marks, but hey, it doesn't matter. It's the effect I'm after. I want to know that it works. And then simply because I can, I'm going to do red as well.
Red or purple?
I was going to do red to lighten it up a bit.
Okay.
It's looking quite dark. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I say it's all going to come off and be sanded properly anyway before I finally finish it. But this is very useful exercise.
You're not using pots of wax, are you?
No. In fact, mostly I'm getting it off the lid.
Yeah. Steve Ash has joined us at long last.
Oh, that's a bit thick. Yeah.
Sorry he's late. He took the family out to lunch. So what do we have for lunch then, Steve? That looks more orange than red under
Does it? It looks quite OC.
these
Oh, it
lighting
does.
conditions.
It does, doesn't it? Is it that one we're using? Yeah.
Yeah, and the green looks almost yellow, yellowy gold, but don't worry about it.
That's better. Well,
Let's see what it looks like when you've wiped the biggest part of it off.
Yeah, which is what I'm going to do now. More paper.
And Darren's asking, have you got any glitter just to keep Ben happy?
Not. Actually, I've got some spray glitter somewhere. Yes, I have got some, actually. I'm not going to use it, but I have got some. Since you ask.
So, Steve, for everyone's interest, had a mixed meat carvery. Now he's stuffed stupid. Well done, you enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, then let's see how this goes.
You can relax because this is going on for another nearly half an hour, I should think. Webfoot, resin, and wood. Now I can. Is that David? I believe it is.
I think it might well be. Yes.
Yeah. Welcome in. Looks like it might be David. Yes. Go across the grain, Andy, not with it.
Yeah.
But that was Emma's comment on the Sunday where you weren't there.
In theory, she's absolutely right. Yeah. I've got so much on here that I've got an awful lot to take off anyway. That's not coming up badly. That up there, that bit. Let's work our way around. I put far too much red on. I don't care, you know.
So Jared's saying he's still here, not been kicked out.
Excellent.
So far it's worked. We'll use Google Browser from now on. Well, I'm only passing on what what I heard the other day, Gerard. So hopefully that YouTube is Google and Google is Google, so they amalgamate better together. Just carry on talking amongst yourself, guys.
Yeah, I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, the boy's playing, so it's okay.
But I can see, I'm beginning to see something coming out of it. Not a lot, but something. Get right into the blue a bit. And then I'll take the edge off anyway, and the middle's got to come out. To leave a border around the outside, I think it always looks a bit tidier.
It just wants framing with something, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Well, yeah, I could keep this going for a very long time, but it's showing what I wanted it to show. I think I should have
painter, but we're not going to tell him that, guys.
I think I should have taken it off as I put it on, to be honest. It's
dried too quick. Yeah. Apparently it does dry very quick.
Yeah, but that caught me out of it. But I don't know if you can see that. Yes, there's a hint, isn't there? A hint of colour.
There's a hint, yeah.
I wanted, yeah. So the idea is not bad. I think probably I wouldn't mix the colours if I'm doing this for real, I'd stick to one colour, like whatever his name was. I can't remember the first guy who did the first demo.
Dave? No.
I can't remember. Seen 3 more since then, haven't you?
Yeah. It's a fortnight ago, that is. It's a long time.
He did that bit right at the end, didn't he? Just a platter that he'd already turned, just put the silver on it. And he did the whole thing in silver, and it looked stunning. And I think that's what I should have done.
Just it was smaller, and he wiped it off straight away, basically.
That's right, and it didn't, no bowl in the middle or anything, was there? If I remember rightly, I think he just did it as a wall plaque.
Yes, it was wall art, wasn't it?
Yep. But that's I can work on this. I've got no worries about it. It's achieved what I wanted to achieve as an experiment.
So Terry's asking you, what are you using to take it off with?
That is Flow Improver. See if I can get it. Can you see that? It's a Artist's Acrylic Flow Improver. I got it from. It's a Winsor & Newton product, and I think I got it on Amazon. I tend to get. They probably do a flow reducer,
well. Or whatever they call it. Apparently, you can use other thinners, but the one that Terry used that he's got and they supply is made specific for the product, and it works well. Although Andy's also shown that cellulose works well, but it takes off the black as well.
It takes everything off.
Yeah, but it's worth doing an experimental one if you're going to do this. But it's a flow medium, basically.
Yeah, all it is basically is for thinning out acrylic paints. That's what it's designed for, and we're using it as a cleaner because it happens to take the wax off. So that we're not using it for what it's designed for, but it works. So that's what that is. As I say, almost certainly it came from Amazon, and it's Winsor & Newton Artist's Acrylic Flow Improver for thinning artist's acrylic paint. I think I bought it for doing one of those. Yes, I did, for doing one of those. What do you call it? Where the pattern grows in the wet paint.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
Wayne did one.
Wayne did. Yeah,
there's a name for it, and I can't think what it is. But I've got the acrylic paint up there, and all the ink and all the rest of it, because it's a silicone ink, isn't it?
Yes.
And this stuff was to go in the paint to make the paint a bit runnier. So.
Well, I've just got the brand new Chestnut products catalogue, and it doesn't list the flow medium, and it doesn't list the waxes.
No, the waxes are very new, so I can understand that.
Yeah, well, this came out at the show.
Yeah.
The July 21, so this was printed well before the waxes were, but it doesn't show that flow medium in here either. But it's almost certainly will on the website.
Yeah. But you can get it from lots of places. I mean, it's not. I think Joe Sonia do one as well.
Yes, they do. Yeah, they do too, don't they? Do a reducer and a medium as well.
Yes, they do. So it's effectively a thinner, isn't it?
Almost. Yeah. Right now.
So let's get Keith back on it because I've finished now.
Okay. I've got my shirt on. You're okay. So I was just going back over the chat while I missed a few bits. But Gerard, the French turner's off. Needs to get a few hours at the lathe.
That is not something. It's not something I'd be proud to show my grandma, or even my mother. But it's got potential.
It's got.
You can do something with it. Yep. I mean, it's got sanding marks. It's got just about everything wrong with it. But we've tried it out. It's an experiment, and it worked. I think because I know now what I want to do.
We know it'll work better next time.
And if I do get around to doing it and finishing it, I'll put it up on wherever I put things, Facebook. So let's take those off.
I think everyone will be interested to see the the final
Yeah,
article,
and I'm sure we can do something that looks quite
one form or
presentable.
the other.
Yeah, and it'll almost certainly be black with silver on it, I think, to play safe with the first one, and then I'll try other things later. But you don't try if you don't try these things, you don't know, do you?
No,
Oh,
no.
well, I can see properly.
There's a Andrew says, "Morning, Rob, Copper Owl. Congratulations on winner of the subscriber giveaway on his YouTube channel. I missed that as
Did
I
I?
was
Yeah.
looking at other things, but I don't
Oh,
think we missed much
Gav's asking
today.
about the Jabra headsets. The Jabra Evolve. They've got a number, haven't they? Do you remember what it is?
37. I believe.
I've got a feeling 65, but it's.
Or 65.
Oh, this should tell me. Jabra Evolve 65. Yep, there you go, Gav.
They do one earpiece like I've got, which isn't that comfortable at times, and they do the twin earpiece that Andy's got.
Which is there's the. Whoa, where we go?
There's the blurb.
There they are. And I must admit, I like the dual headset ones. I don't use them in stereo.
I prefer the dual headset, which is what I've got in the workshop.
They're comfortable, and it means you've got two ears to try and catch what's being said instead of just one when they get a bit weak, which they are most of the time. I blame my age.
Sorry, Gav, missed that one totally. But hopefully that answers it.
Yes, Ben, I'll try your glitter idea in the next video. Maybe. Yes, I think I've got some green and some red or something. I bought it from Hobbycraft. A glitter silver and green glitter. Yeah, from Hobbycraft. God bless them. I've used it once. Just once on a big Christmas tree I was doing for somebody. But that's all right, Robert. Thank you for your thanks. Cheers, Gav. Darren says thanks for showing something a bit different. Yeah, complete failure. That's different. We don't do many of those.
Oh, it's only a 50% failure because I mean it proves that it will work, and
the turning was all right.
Yeah.
So no, it's just trying these things out, and I thought I'd be brave and try it out on camera, not really expecting it to go wrong. I wouldn't have started if I had. But hey, there we are. We've got some ideas from it now. So I should continue with that at some point since I get some time. I've got so many craft shows at the moment. I've got another one on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm tied up all weekend with one big one down at the museum. You got the James Bond weekend.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
In the workshop all weekend. So hopefully be busy. Brian is saying, well done, boys. Thank you. Brian, I'll message you in a minute, Brian, if I remember when I finish.
So the message of the lesson from today's demo is don't do what I do, but don't even do what I say. But try something of your own.
Yeah.
Follow the instructions. Yeah. No fear. That would be very boring, wouldn't it? But, good on you, Andy. Chris Dodds says, "Thank you, Chris. That's nice." Wow, you got to do it, haven't you?
Well, we're not embarrassed by showing ourselves up. I don't think either of us.
No, not at all.
We've been doing it too long. We know what we're doing is safe, so there's no fear on that. It's just the end of the creations.
Gerard's getting a few hours on the lathe.
Yeah,
I'm glad we managed to watch it without being chucked out all the time.
Yes, I'm glad that's worked for you, Gerard.
Gav's asking if meths will work. Possibly. The range sell the stuff too, apparently.
Yes,
You've answered Terry's question. Yep, good. That's it. that's about there.
Lots of places sell it now, guys, but it's in different. Everyone puts their own name on it,
Yeah.
but it's more or less the same because apparently Buffett, two separate words, which again I don't think is available in Australia, do and have done waxes for in excess of 20 years, coloured waxes.
It's hyphenated, 2 words, isn't it?
Yes, buff it. Yeah. But checked earlier on, and they don't distribute to Australia. So you guys down there will have to get the kangaroo juice out again and use that. Little bit of blood in it will turn it blue.
Good. Okay. Well, if that's all the questions, I think it is.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for joining, Andy. Hopefully I will see a lot of you on Thursday evening.
I'm at Chelsea Flower Show, so I shan't be.
Yeah. Don't know what I'm doing yet.
Just a name drop.
Yeah. Don't know what I'm doing, but it'll be something on the lathe. It won't be a long-lasting one because I've only got just over the hour. So it'll probably be a small bowl.
Rich follows on, doesn't he? So, yep.
Good. Steve Ellis is saying Kirsty Bolton uses Buffett very effectively. Yep.
All right. Okay.
Oh, and Robbo's put in their possum poop. Okay.
A different colour, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Lovely. On that note, I shall leave you. Bye.
Cheers, guys. Bye all.